1,500 square feet of material. The Great Falls Association of Realtors and members of the Montana Air National Guard teamed up over 25 years ago to maintain and fly the giant flag.
It's been an absolute good marriage with the Great Falls Board of Realtors and the Montana Air National Guard. We couldn't have done it without each other. So it's been a love affair that's gone on for 25 years.
Members of the 120th Fighter Wing Honor Guard presented a version of their Operation Patriotism ceremony for the patriotic gathering. The program reminded citizens of the history of the flag and the proper care and respect that should be given to the symbol of our country.
It's just amazing to come up here and watch them raise the big flag. It is so beautiful, and to see all the children that are so excited about this event. They wait for it every year, and so you see all these young people that really believe in our country, and they're just excited to celebrate it every year. It's wonderful.
Depending on the weather, the Flag Committee will fly anywhere from 3 to 5 flags each year on the flagpole. Each flag will most likely see 2 or 3 repairs done to it before it is destroyed. All flags are purchased using donated funds from the community.
It's the 25th anniversary of the flag here at Overlook Park, so it means a lot to us, and the participation has been wonderful, and so has the weather. I just want to thank everybody for being involved and putting their heart and mind to Operation Patriotism and Flag Day.
Members of the Malmstrom Men's Ensemble from Malmstrom Air Force Base also provided inspirational music for the Flag Day event, which attracted several hundred people.
'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA.
In Great Falls, Montana, this is Senior Master Sergeant Eric Peterson reporting for 1st Air Force Now.
Also in June, members of the 219th Red Horse Squadron of the Montana Air National Guard completed 4 days of combat skills training during a field training exercise conducted at Fort Harrison near Helena, Montana. Once again, Senior Master Sergeant Eric Peterson.
The key goals to accomplish during the exercise were to build team unity, provide small unit leadership experience for younger officers and recently promoted senior NCOs, and give new airmen the combat skills training necessary to prepare them for a deployment scheduled for next year. During the exercise, the airmen were assigned to fire teams, squads, platoons, and companies, terms which are usually used to describe the military force structure of the Army.
9/11 changed everything for the Air National Guardsmen. We no longer have that traditional role of the 1 week in a month, 2 weeks a year. You know, we're a joint force now, so we need to learn along with our counterparts, learn what they learn, and you know, be prepared to be battle buddies with them on the battlefield.
The FTX provided the Montana Airmen an opportunity to learn and practice Army concepts and techniques prior to participating in the upcoming overseas deployment.
When we deploy usually with the 101st Airborne Army units. We go outside the role of the traditional Air Force units, and we deploy with them. We go on convoys with them. So that's what this training is meant to do. You know, we're not infantry, however, we're going to be put in that role.
The leadership of the 219th Red Horse Squadron began planning for the exercise in October 2008. The training scenario on the first day involved airlifting the members of the squadron from Malmstrom Air Force Base to Fort Harrison in 2 trips of dual CH-47 Chinook helicopters.
Once we land from there, we're going to sweep 2 valleys, go in and sweep and secure a unoccupied village. At that point, then we'll secure that village and perform 24-hour operations in anticipation of a fall-on Army unit to occupy the location.
Realistic training scenarios were designed for the exercise that tested the airmen as they made their movement down through the valleys. Members of the 219th Active Duty Associate Unit, the 819th Red Horse Squadron, provided 18 personnel to serve as opposition forces during the FTX. On the 3rd day of the exercise, members of the Montana Army National Guard provided close-quarter marksmanship, self-aid buddy care, convoy operations training, and M4 rifle training, all important combat skills which will be critical for the airmen to possess during the upcoming deployment. In Great Falls, Montana, this is Senior Master Sergeant Eric Peterson reporting for 1st Air Force Now.
The change of command ceremony is a public demonstration of the seamless continuation of leadership. One took place this year at the Montana Air National Guard in Great Falls. I filed this story.
It was a change of command in Great Falls, Montana for the 120th Fighter Wing.
And the new commander brings a host of leadership skills to the position, but is counting on the airmen to help fulfill the mission.
Oh, absolutely. I'm not going to do this on my own. I'm just going to give them hopefully the vision, the direction, and I'm going to let them go from there. So it's going to be exciting just to let them be unencumbered to accomplish that mission and to give them the resources and guidance that they need. So very excited. We have a great group of airmen and young airmen that I've seen, and I have just the highest faith in them, and that they'll do great things, and I'll be their greatest cheerleader.
The outgoing commander will be the new commander of the Air National Guard Readiness Center in Washington, D.C.
On paper, my job is to listen to the Air Force, take directives from the Air Force, process them, make them somehow guard friendly, and then push them out to the field. But it's equally to listen to the field, talk back to my staff about what we just said, and go, we can't get there from here. I'm going to attempt to make it a place where the best and the brightest really come there, but I'm going to be asking the best and brightest from the field to be coming there too.
Confident in Colonel Hronik and what he will do with the organization, and equally I'm thankful for the time and service that Colonel McDonald has provided the men and women of the 120th Fighter Wing.
Great weather, great food, great friends, and great fun. Sounds like the annual Family Day picnic. Staff Sergeant Christy Mason has this great report from Great Falls.
In August, the 120th Fighter Wing of the Montana Air National Guard hosted their annual Family Day picnic. Nearly 1,000 airmen retirees and family members turned out for the event.
You know, it's a time for men and women to get together as one team, one flight, and to bring all the families and all the traditions and values of the Guard to this occasion. It's a time when we can relax and be with our fellow troops and get to know them a little bit better.
Volunteers cooked and served hundreds of hamburgers and hot dogs, along with beans, salads, and chips for lunch. A local ice cream truck was even on hand to pass out dessert. Picnic goers were also able to browse through a BX case lot sale, and informational booths from various vendors were set up around the area, many offering free items and giveaways.
It's a great experience, and for the young kids to come up here and be able to participate, and the spouses to come up here and be able to participate. And it's kind of our way, the guys in the Guard, to tell our families thank you for all of our support during the year and coming up and being part of this deal. It's a fun deal. The kids get to do things. It's a good family picnic. It's a good time that we all get to sit around and visit, and it's very enjoyable.
Children of all ages were able to participate in many activities throughout the area, to include a bouncy castle, steer roping, and a treasure pit, where hundreds of dollars of prizes and candy were given away to the youngsters.
It's just taken quite a while, but when it all comes together, it's just fun to see everybody just enjoying themselves.